Hello and welcome to Religious Studies 361, Contemporary Issues in Ethics. My name is Juan Herrero and I've taught this class here at CSUN for many years. I enjoy teaching this class and I hope you will enjoy it too. As you have probably noticed by now, I have an accent. I am from Spain. And I'm going to tell you now what the class is about and what the requirements are and also what you should do to do well in this class. This is a class in ethics. We don't deal so much with ethical theory, but with specific issues of applied ethics. The topics we deal with in this class are morality and the law, morality in the economy, which may be relevant, especially if you are an accounting major, although other issues in our discussions you will find for sure relevant as well if you're an accounting major. Radical feminism and pornography, homosexuality, animal rights, the just war tradition, conscientious objection, hero ethics. These are some of the topics, most of the topics. We also deal with the death penalty and affirmative action, although to a lesser extent than with the other topics. Let me tell you how the course is structured. If you look at the syllabus, which you should read in detail and carefully, because you're going to get specific guidelines in there for the class, you will see that the course is divided into blocks. Those blocks are thematic blocks. So you may have, within one block, you may have more than one test, more than one quiz. But normally, those blocks will apply to midterms. Sometimes you may get a lecture that covers both topics, meaning a single block or more than one topic in general, which is what we call a block. So look at the block division in the syllabus first, okay? Then you're going to have quizzes, an undetermined number of quizzes, more than 15 for sure, but that varies from semester to semester, so you have to look at the syllabus and see how many quizzes you have. All of the quizzes are already scheduled in your Moodle page online. The dates and the deadlines are there, the quizzes and the midterms. And also the deadlines for the papers. You have to be really careful with that. You have to look at those dates, make a note in your calendar, never miss those dates and times. Because if you do, there are no makeups in this class, then you're in trouble. You're responsible for meeting those deadlines. I may remind you online, or I may not. But whether I do or I don't, you're responsible for knowing those dates and meeting them. You have also to write a number of papers, short papers, which you submit online too. And you will have very precise instructions as to what I expect in those papers. And there is as well a final project, more about that towards the end of the semester. You will also be in contact with me all the time through my email announcements, so I'll be giving you very specific information about the project and the papers and the midterms and what I expect. You may look at announcements from previous semesters that will function like a frequently asked question, and that may be very useful for you. You will see the questions the students had in previous semesters, my answers to those questions. So please look at that too. Look into that when you're in your Moodle page. The value of the tests, the quizzes, the midterms, the papers, and forum participation, which is also one more way to evaluate your performance in class, is something which you have to look in your syllabus, because that value may vary from semester to semester. So I'm not going to tell you specifically what the value is for this particular semester. Again, I refer you to your syllabus. For the specific dates of your tests, the deadlines for your tests, midterms, papers, forum presentations, etc., go to Moodle. Okay, so in your syllabus, you will find approximate dates, just a week when something is due. For the specific dates and deadlines, you have to go to Moodle. That's where you get online the specific deadlines for your tests and papers. Now, this class is thought of as being almost self-sustaining online, or fully self-sustaining online if you are taking the class online. And this welcome message applies to both those of you taking the class fully online or taking the mixed form of the class with the online part and some in-person activities as well. You get in this class video recordings, full-length live in-class video recordings for each of the topics. Besides that, you get also audio recordings, which are separate. Some of those audio recordings give you an abbreviated form of the lecture, or maybe a different in-class full-length recording from the video one. And that's a good thing because you can choose to use the video recordings or the audio recordings, or to listen to several versions of the lecture. This will help you memorize, remember, understand some of the material. You may download the audio lectures from Moodle and use them in your mobile device, your cell phone, your iPod, put them burn them to a CD, listen to them while you are working out or jogging. That will save you lots of time at home, because when you go to the actual notes, you'll be much more familiar. You don't even have to listen to the same lecture twice. You may listen to different versions of the same lecture to make it less boring, if you wish, more exciting, and that way the material will get into your mind and will help you enormously if you do that. That's the idea with an online class, to help you save time but still be as effective as a regular class. You will also get live scribed lectures. A live scribed lecture is a lecture that matches handwritten notes with the audio part of the lecture. So when you click on the link that says Live Scribe on your weekly module, it'll transport you to a website where you will see handwritten notes taken by my students under my supervision, and you will listen to my lecture at the same time. Now, whenever you click on a certain word in those handwritten notes, it'll bring the audio lecture to that point. So that is great for review especially. You just need to review a specific concept you're not sure about, go to the live scribe lecture, click on that word, and there you have me explaining that for you. You will also get transcriptions of the lectures, full word-for-word transcriptions of the lectures on the abbreviated form of the lectures. So you can read the lecture if that helps you. Some people find that particularly helpful. They feel safer, more secure when they can actually read the words. You will also get outlines of the lectures. One way to go about this is you may print out the transcription or the outline and listen to the lecture at the same time. And as you listen, you highlight or take notes on your outline or on your transcription. That's a good way to do it. You should set aside some time every week for this class, and be sure to be always updated with the readings. Most of the readings that are required for this class, you have them on Moodle. We're saving you lots of money with that. You click in there and you have the reading. You print it out or you read it online. Some of the readings are not on Moodle because you have to read a couple of books, and those are not on Moodle. So you need to go to your syllabus. In other words, for your readings, you need to be sure to look at your syllabus, okay, and Moodle. But it is your syllabus that tells you what readings are required each week. Most of the readings, again, are online. Some are not. You have to buy them separately. And then, besides that, occasionally we will have real-time conferences through a program called Illuminate, usually for clarifications, discussions, questions and answers. Also, when you want to communicate with me, please do so via email. Read my instructions for that on your syllabus. One way to communicate with me in my office hours is by using the MSN Messenger. You have your MSN Messenger. I'll be connected to my MSN Messenger too during my office hours, and we talk through that messenger without a need to make an in-person appointment. Or we can use Skype too, but make sure you get an MSN Messenger. It'll help you. You should check your Moodle page at least once a day or as often as you can. You are responsible for that. Please check your Moodle page very often. I get a report from Moodle telling me how often you logged in, okay? And finally, just a little warning. whenever you turn in your tests, make sure you click submit. If you don't click submit, I will not receive, you will not be graded for that test, okay? Anyway, I'm sure there's more stuff I could tell you about the class, and I will be telling you, I'll be in communication with you via email through my announcements. So make sure you read my announcements. Make sure you read the syllabus very much in detail, and make sure you read my instructions and guidelines in the Moodle page. Thank you, and I hope you will enjoy this class very much.